Welcome back to another Drum Magazine Groove Analysis drum lesson. I'm Nate Brown. In this lesson, I'm going to go over a Travis Barker lick from the song Feeling This. And thanks to Andy Zeiker for the transcription of this, which can be found in the July 2016 issue of Drum Magazine on page 49. This is a really unique groove. Not necessarily unique in that nobody's ever played these beats before, but they're put together or strung together in a really interesting way. And as Andy Zeiker points out in his description or his analysis of this piece, these are taken from John Bonham. So it's a really cool example of taking certain styles or licks that other people play, putting them together in a new way. Bar 1 starts with the crash, and we have a loose hi-hat. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. The hi-hat is just keeping straight quarter notes, and the last two strokes, the snare and the bass, I kind of think of them as flipped around because we're used to hearing this beat. If I played the bass where the snare is and the snare where the bass is, flip it around. So this is just a little change that makes a big difference. Pay attention to the timing of those quarter notes because you're going to use that when you come to the second measure. The second measure has triplets at the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You want that to stay consistent. Use that for timing. If you notice that when you get to the triplets, your quarter notes are speeding up, you'll know that you're off, or if they're slowing down. So really pay attention to that. The second bar, that triplet concept, is, and Andy pointed that out in the description as well, is a lot like a rock shuffle or a halftime shuffle. Does that sound familiar? Now I can play this in. I can just repeat that, and you get this cool halftime shuffle. So Travis Barker here, the first part of this measure is that halftime shuffle feel, and then at the end it goes back to a regular 4/4 feel. And then the third measure, you might recognize that from rock and roll. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Real loose hi-hat still. And then we've got 1 and a 2 and 4 and. And that's that famous Bonham quick double bass. Putting that all together, it sounds like this. It's always cool to take some of these techniques and apply them to your grooves or try to create something new out of it. And that triplet technique is really cool. Instead of quarter notes, we can play those as 8th notes and the triplets as 16th note triplets. 1 and 2 and 3 triplet and triplet 4. Like that. 1 and 2. It's the same concept. We're just counting it differently or timing it differently. You would start that on 3. 1, 2. Kind of cool. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and have fun messing around with that concept. And once again, thanks to Andy Zeiker for the transcription of this. Check out more drum lessons, notations, all kinds of stuff on drummagazine.com. I'll see you next month in Drum Magazine. Keep drumming.